This is Boris Johnson last month when he was asked if he would ever request a Brexit extension beyond October 31st.
I'd rather be dead in a ditch.
Fast forward a few weeks.
Order!
And after being forced by MPs through legislation designed to avoid a no-deal Brexit, the Prime Minister eventually did as he was told, but in his own style. Here is the extension request sent last night, a photocopy left unsigned, and crucially followed by another letter saying the exact opposite, that a further extension would damage the interests of the UK and our EU partners and the relationship between us. A clever move or a misstep that could end in another court battle?
I suspect this is going to be a matter for the courts. We are in a constitutional crisis, and quite frankly, any Prime Minister should be above this.
But even with legal threats looming, the government's focus is on getting Mr Johnson's Brexit deal passed in a Commons vote this week. And this morning, ministers were confident.
We seem to have the numbers in the House of Commons. Why hasn't Parliament pushed this through? That's what we're going to do next week.
Ministers think this is their moment, but any amendments to their Brexit legislation could open the door to another Commons vote on a second referendum, something People's Vote campaigners have been waiting for. If MPs do get the chance to vote for a second referendum this week, Labour say they will back it. But are they united? I was at the People's Vote rally yesterday, and a lot of the shadow cabinet were there as well. A lot of people were chanting, "Where's Jeremy Corbyn?" Where was Jeremy Corbyn?
Well, I think Jeremy was at a rally up in Liverpool, but I'll tell you about yesterday. Yesterday we worked together as a team and we voted together as a team, and I'm really proud of the fact we were so united.
And as Brexit creates unlikely political alliances, an unexpected offer of cooperation from Labour to the DUP, who have said this week that they too cannot support the Prime Minister's deal.
It's very important to send a message to all MPs, all political parties, but particularly the DUP, that if they want to improve on the situation we're in, then our door is open.
Amid the last-minute political manoeuvring, the Cabinet Minister shaping Brexit, Michael Gove, made his own not-so-subtle attempt to win over wavering MPs by reminding them that no deal is still very much a possibility.
The risk of leaving without a deal has actually increased because we cannot guarantee that the European Council will grant an extension, and that is why I will later today be chairing a Cabinet Committee meeting, extraordinarily on a Sunday, in order to ensure that the next stage of our exit preparations and our preparedness for no deal is accelerated.
All eyes now on Brussels and their response to the Prime Minister's reluctant extension request.
But it's not business as usual, is it?
No word yet, but with time running out, they'll have to come up with an answer soon.
And Liz is with me now. So what's the government's plan this week?
So what we're expecting from the government this week is that they're going to have another go at holding this vote on Boris Johnson's Brexit plan that they couldn't manage to hold over the weekend because it was blocked by MPs. They really think that they've got the numbers to pass it, and so they want to try again. But the person that could get in their way this time round is the Commons Speaker, John Bercow. He might decide that MPs have already been asked this question once and that they shouldn't be asked the same question twice. And what we do know is that John Bercow has been a thorn in the government's side many times before, especially on Brexit issues. But for a decision on this, we're going to have to wait until tomorrow at the earliest.
So the government's going to try and push through the legislation. What's the opposition going to do?
So we've heard from the opposition today, when this Brexit deal finally does get to the Commons, their plan, they're against it, so they want to frustrate it or reshape it in some way. So there will be, from them, an amendment which would see Britain stay within a customs union. That's a significantly softer Brexit than the government is pursuing. The other thing is, if an amendment goes down under second referendum, the Labour Party will support that. But what we do know about the Labour Party is that many of their MPs, particularly in Leave areas, are completely at odds with the leadership over these issues. So, déjà vu, once again, we're going to see Labour splits on Brexit.